Well, we had another 3 nights camping at the Columbia Icefields Visitor Centre, which was a nice bonus. It was just a massive car park, really, but there were pit toilets available 24/7, and once the visitor centre was open, proper nice toilets, yeah, all mod cons, etc., and a Starbucks. Wow! So we've done quite a lot today. This morning we went out on a tour onto the Athabasca Glacier, and you have to go with a tour. You can't just drive up or walk up to it. And in fact, to get there, there's a special lane which is accessible only to the official tour buses. And at one point you go along a slope with a 32% gradient, and it obviously has to go really, really slowly. It was quite scary, actually. Anyway, the glacier was amazing. I got lots of pictures of that. I don't think I actually took any film of it, but anyway, it wasn't quite as we expected. We expected it to be really kind of smooth and rock hard, icy surface, but I think the bit that you can walk on, they've actually prepared it so that it's a little bit sort of scratched and loose so that you don't fall over all the time, so it's quite easy to walk on. It was a bit colder up there, so I actually got my down jacket out for once, but didn't honestly need it. I mean, I zipped it up. I don't know why I bothered zipping it up, really. And yeah, it was lovely out there. After that, the tour bus took us to the Skywalk, which is this big semicircular glass sort of footpath over the valley. I think it's about 280 meters high. I thought it was going to be really scary, but actually it wasn't. It felt quite solid. I mean, it bounced a little bit when a lot of people were moving at the same time. I even lay down on the glass to see what that felt like, but it was a bit of nothing, really. But as soon as we got out of the bus at the Skywalk, you could really smell the wood smoke in the air coming from the wildfires on the eastern side of Alberta. And the sky today has been so different. We had beautiful clear blue sky yesterday, and today it's been sort of greyish, brownish. It's not cloudy, it's just, filled with smoke. You get used to the smell within a few minutes, really. But the visibility is vastly reduced, and in some places, you can sort of see a vague outline of a mountain which is quite close by, and you can barely see it. It's it's really sad. Anyway, after the Skywalk, we headed off towards Jasper, down the rest of the Icefields Parkway, and we made a couple of stops, various viewpoints, and we did a little hike down to the Sunwapta Falls. There's like an upper falls and a lower falls. It might be called Sunwapta or Sunapta. I don't know how you pronounce it. But it was very impressive, and along the way there were these little clumps of these beautiful bright pink wild orchids. So I took various clips of the different stages of the falls, which I'm going to try and piece together and add on to the end of this. And Joshua, if you watch this, please don't ever try and go down anything like this in your kayak, okay? several patches of these wild orchids at the side of the path. They really are gorgeous. I'm going to get a big close-up of one. I'm on the skywalk now, so you can't really see very much behind me. I'm going to flip the camera around in a minute so you can see what's beneath. It's funny, there are some people walking around here very carefully, the handrails, and some very confident. So we can see down here, you're going to see a lot of other people's feet and reflections, but you can see there's the river down there. There you go, there's my feet, just to show it's real glass. And it bounces a little bit when people move around. The sky's really hazy today, and yesterday it was really clear, brilliant blue. It's hot again today. It's probably about 24, 25 degrees at the moment. But the sky is affected by smoke blowing over from the wildfires in the eastern part of Alberta. Apparently the wildfire season started 2 months earlier than normal this year, which is not great really, is it? This probably gives you a better idea of what the skywalk is. I'm going to flip the camera around again. There we go. And here's Steve. Oh, he's not looking at me. Never mind.